everybody. Welcome to life as a band parent or orchestra parent or music parent in general. Welcome. One of the things that I get asked the most is, what are we doing with this? What's going on? Why am I getting into this? What have I gotten myself into? And I gotta tell you, the most important thing to keep in mind is what this is doing for your student. Really what it comes down to is, why is music important? The thing you have to keep in mind is that the benefit that your student is going to have out of this is unlike anything they're going to get anywhere else. Here's what I mean. When it comes to music, it's all about development. And development is important because you have two ways to go about this. There's the cognitive development and the social development, all of which come from music participation. And the really cool thing is that it's a 2-for-1 deal. No other activity really is going to activate your child's development, their mind, their physicality, their senses of responsibility, everything like music, especially if they are involved with an instrument. Now with cognitive, you can get into a whole slew of benefits, particularly when it comes to academic success. And really, who doesn't want their student to succeed academically? With music, because they're playing, because they're thinking about the music, they're thinking about how to play the music, how to manipulate the machine that's in their hands, there's a lot of abstract thought happening. What happens if I do this? What happens? If I do this with my air or do this with my fingers, what's going to happen? And being able to see that. Or I hear that. How do I change it? What do I have to do to manipulate what I'm hearing? And again, all this in a matter of fractions of a second, which is also really cool. With music, you have the physicality and the mental side of it, which means both sides of your brain are working at the same time. The left side of the brain, which happens to control the right side of the body, focuses on the logic, on the academic side of life. The right side, which works the left side of the body, the right side of the brain focuses on the artistic and the creative side. So when you're getting those together, you start to see things develop, and you start to see how things work and how they don't work, being able to think abstractly about what's happening, and then that creative side about how to fix it, and thinking of new ways, thinking outside the box. How do we get to a new solution, particularly nowadays when we have to think of everything being different? This is a good time for those artistic types to really come through. So you have that side of the cognitive side. The social side of it, that's where we start to see this development of being part of a group and the development of a child's personality by being a part of that group, by being involved with other people, getting other perspectives, making new friends. I mean, I'll tell you, when you walk into the band room, you are automatically a part of a family. If any of you have ever worked in a restaurant or a bar, you know that's family right there. You got to watch each other's back. And that's the really cool thing about it, is you're part of this community. And you, as a result, you have responsibilities to the community and to yourself. So being a part of the group is great, but seeing that sense of responsibility, having that sense of, this is what I have to do for others, this is what I have to do for myself, this is what I have to do for the instrument, that's important. So when you think about the responsibility to others, thinking of, I have to be there on time, I have to know my part. If I make a mistake, it's going to maybe make somebody else make a mistake, and it's not fair to them. So I got to make sure that I have my stuff ready, that I'm responsible, and I have that responsibility towards others. Responsibility to the self is, I need to make sure that I'm healthy. I want to play in the concert, so I better not get sick. I better not get hurt. I better not bust a lip. I better not hurt my hands. Then there's a responsibility to the instrument. Keeping it clean, keeping it together, knowing where your music is, knowing that you have your music ready to go. I tell you, as a parent of an instrumentalist, somebody who plays an instrument, you will get this call. Mom, Dad, I forgot my at home, my bow, my reeds, my music stand, my mouthpiece, my instrument. Whatever it is, at some point you're going to get that call. It's part of it. But there's that learning experience. So be patient, be ready, but be patient. It's going to happen. But again, that sense of responsibility is key. Another way to look at it is this is an investment in your investment, whether it be by paying for the rental of the instrument, the supplies you will seemingly endlessly buy, the music lessons, very important there, and the gas and time and energy that you're putting into going to the rehearsals, getting them to performances, whatever it is. There's going to be a lot of time, your money. You want the most out of it, and you want them to get the most out of their time with music. So this is an investment for you as well. Your students' involvement with music is going to go one of three ways. One, it can go very well, which means they're going to play music for the rest of their lives, maybe even at the professional level, which, let me tell you, not a bad gig. There's travel, there's meeting new people, there is collaborations, there is the creativeness, there is learning something new almost every time you go to work. It's actually really, really cool. Now, there's the kind of well, which is good too. It's not professional, but they've at least had that experience of being a part of music, being a part of a group, and that satisfaction that comes from performing and learning a new skill. They may not take it to the professional level, but they take it with them. And maybe down the road, they play in college, maybe not the top band, but they play in pep band or marching band or just a community group. Maybe even after college, they settle in, they have their non-musical job, but they still like to play. So they join a community band, a community orchestra, a community choir, and they still are involved. Now, there's the very bad. The very bad is if they just have a terrible experience or they have a good experience, but at the same time they get burned out, which can happen, believe me, I've seen it happen. They get through high school, they've had their fun with it, and things got so intense and so in your face and just you're all over the place that they're done with it. They get to college and say, you know what, I'm good. Not going to join the college bands, not going to really do much more with it. The instrument is just kind of collect dust back at home while I'm at college, and that's it. Yes, they may still have an affinity for it later, but the chances that they're going to continue to play into their 20s, 30s, and beyond, not so much. The most important thing that you have to know as a parent, no matter what goes on, no matter how much you put into it, how much you get out of it, the most important thing is that the student feels good. If they have a good time with it, they're going to want to do it more. It's just human nature. By getting involved with a good teacher, good instruments, having those supplies there, having the support from parents and from the family, even siblings, having that support is key. You want them to feel good about it, about what they're doing, about how they're progressing, about everything that involves music. You want them to feel good about it. These videos are going to get into every instrument, every angle you could think of, but it's going to be focused on you. I'm the first musician in our family in 3 generations. So on behalf of my parents who were just in your shoes, they really didn't know what to do. So I know where you're going through. They know where you're going through. You're not alone. Utilize every resource you can, get as much information as you can, and have fun with it. Make sure the students have fun with it. Make sure the family has fun with it. Just have fun. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel because that just helps everybody. Hit the little bell so that you get a notice when the next video comes up. And please drop a comment. Let me know if you like it, if you don't like it, if you think I need a haircut, which I do. Any questions you have about music, about payments, about anything. And if I can't answer it directly, I will answer it via maybe another video that I found, or I will put you in touch with somebody who does know. I am your resource. So let's have fun with it. All right. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.